Now let's talk briefly about the history and design of the violin. The idea of a string attached to some kind of resonating surface so it will amplify the sound is very old. So there were hundreds of string instruments built around the world. In Europe, there were instruments called viols or violas, viol de gambe, viol d'amour. You see, one thing about those instruments, they had absolutely beautiful sound, but they did not have enough power. So there was a need for a new instrument being built, so musicians would be able to play for bigger audiences. There was a need for an instrument which will project the sound in more kind of forceful way. And so, in the late 15th or early 16th century, in the Italian city of Cremona, a violin maker by the name of Andrea Amati designed this instrument. What is known now as a modern violin, which is not really modern because the design is more than 400 years old. This is a picture of the oldest existing violin in the world. It was built by Andrea Amati in 1564, and later he presented it to French King Charles, and right now you can see this violin in a museum in Oxford, UK. Now think about it. Instruments were evolving, but when Andrea Amati built this violin, the development of design itself practically has stopped. There were a few minor modifications done to the instrument because the strings, original strings were made from sheep guts. Now they use nylon and steel, so the tension is much bigger and stronger. So there were little things introduced, like for example, there's a block, a wooden block right here, which connects neck to the body. This block, in order to accommodate the tension of the modern strings, was made a little bit sturdier, and the bridge was made a little bit thicker, and so on. But all those modifications are very small. So 400 years and design stays the same. It must tell you something. Aesthetically and musically and acoustically, this beauty is a perfection. Now let's go to the main parts of the instrument. So here we have a beautiful scroll, the head. Then we have 4 pegs, which we use to tune the strings. Then we have peg box, we have fingerboard made from hardwood. Then we have neck right here.